Hey guys, what is up? It is your boy T for 365 Horror Vlog, the channel where we attempt to watch every single horror movie in existence. And in today's video, we have another one of our new release videos for you guys. This one is for the week of November 28th, 2022. So let's get right into it. Now we are going to get right into the video, but before we do, I've got to remind you guys to please like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all that good stuff. Really helps the channel out. Also helps to watch this video with a movie tracker. I like to use Letterboxd. If you see movies that you do like, you can add them to your tracker and then you always got them saved. And with that, let's get right into the movies. All right, guys, we're about to get into December, and we've got 3 movies for you this week, new releases. I guess horror movies don't come out quite as much around Christmas. Who knew? But either way, they still have new movies for us every week. So the first movie we're going to look at this week is A Wounded Fawn, releasing on SHUDDER. A serial killer brings an unsuspecting new victim on a weekend getaway to add another body to his ever-growing count. She's buying into his faux charms, and he's eagerly lusting for blood. What could possibly go wrong? It is directed by Travis Stevens. So after watching the trailer for A Wounded Fawn, it definitely looks like an interesting movie. You can definitely tell he's a serial killer, and he's invited this lady over for a weekend, so it looks like it kind of gets weird after that, though. You see a lot of visions of things he's seeing, snakes and almost voodoo creatures in the background. I don't really know how it plays all together, but I can say that I am a little bit intrigued. Also in the trailer, they talk a lot about it being grisly, and even when he kills one of his first victims, he kind of stabs a girl and lifts her off the ground. The gurgling even sounds really gross, and it just looks like it could be a pretty fun kind of thriller with a psychological element, especially because you get those weird visions. So definitely one we're gonna have to check out and add to the watch list.
Looking forward to our time here together.
Next, we are looking at a movie that shares its name with another movie, so you gotta be careful when you're looking at these two. Try to match up the description with what I say, that way at least you know that you're watching the right movie. The other movie that has the same title kind of looks more like a thriller, so you're not going to get a horror movie unless you select the right one, and that is The Harbinger, releasing on VOD. Monique ventures out of quarantine to visit an old friend who's plagued by nightmares. She finds herself drawn into a hellish dreamscape where she must face her greatest fears or risk never having existed at all. It's directed by Andy Mitten. After watching the trailer for The Harbinger, I'm actually looking forward to this one. It looks like a really good movie. It's kind of looks like it's centered around dreams and whatnot. It's a lot of like, I dreamt this and saw this. It's got a lot of kind of psychological elements to it, a lot of supernatural stuff, weird faces, eyes. There looks like there's grisly parts. One part you see a needle going into her head, which just made me cringe. Her family and zombie states, everybody just looks actually pretty creepy and cool. Even a couple of the jump scares in the trailer kind of just like jarred me. Not like superly, but I mean a little bit. It definitely looks interesting. Again, I also like the element that it is in nightmares. I've always found some of those being the creepiest. When I was a kid, I used to have nightmares, which is why I actually, funnily enough, wasn't allowed to watch horror movies. To this day, my parents still are like, why do you like these things, man? You were so scared of them as a kid. So the movies that hit about nightmares and like not being able to control your surroundings and stuff, they just really hit with me. And it does look like you get a good dose of that in this movie. So I'm looking forward to adding it to the watch list.
I saw him. It's happening to me too.
The last movie we're going to add this week, it looks like, I know it doesn't exactly say that it is 100% a horror movie, but it is about a huge creature that tears up the landscape, and it looks like it's got a lot of terror in it. It also looks like some sort of mythological creature, so I am going to lump this one into horror as a creature feature. I don't know how supernatural or scary it's going to be, but it does look like it could be pretty terrifying, and that movie is Troll, releasing on Netflix. Deep in the Dovre Mountain, something gigantic wakes up after thousands of years in captivity. The creature destroys everything in its path and quickly approaches Oslo. It is directed by Roar Uthag. So after watching the trailer for Troll, I'm going to stand by my decision to add this to the horror movie list. The creature does look terrifying, and it looks like it puts them through a lot of terrifying situations. Again, I just like an old creature feature. It also combines together with like this like worldly destruction, which I've always liked movies like 2012, was it? Or the one where the big tidal wave comes and destroys a bunch of stuff, or the one where it's like climate change makes everything freeze. I just like destruction on a wide scale, so I'm actually looking forward to this movie. You see the creature eat some people at one point. It looks like maybe he crushes things. So again, you might not get so much anxiety, but I'm sure they're gonna have a lot of close calls in this movie. The creature looks somewhat terrifying, but it looks more like action horror, if anything, if we were gonna put it into hard constraints. But either way, it still looks like something interesting in a week that only has 3 movies, so put it on the watch list.
Start up.
Well guys, that's going to do it for another one of our new release videos. I hope you enjoyed this content, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all that good stuff. I hope you found a couple of movies that look pretty good to watch. If I personally had to choose, this week I'm only going to choose one because we only had 3. If I had to choose one, it's going to be The Harbinger this week. It just looks the most like a horror to me, something that would actually creep me out and scare me. Other than that, the other 2 movies look pretty good, but I would have to say, if I had a lot of extra time and nothing else to watch, that's probably when I would watch Troll, because I know it's not going to scare me. But again, it looks like a pretty good creature feature. So, and with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Keep on watching those horror movies, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Tell me what the hell's going on.
Bad dreams. Sounds stupid, right?
Tell me about them.